What is up, CMS Braves? Welcome back to another edition of the 14th Colony Vodcast. It is Wednesday, October 21st, and we are going to talk about compromises today. Mr. Congleton, what is a compromise?
Compromise, we got to look at both sides. You give a little, you take a little, right? You just kind of decide, like, I don't get everything I want. You want something, I want something, but we have to meet in the middle, right? Meet in the middle. That sounds like a song title, if you ask me.
That sounds like a Shiny Diamond Rio song. Yeah, we're gonna little country tune we'll have today in your assignment. So feel free to listen to that. It really has nothing to do with what we're doing, but they just talk about meeting in the middle because we're talking about compromises. So we're gonna be watching a little video today called Liberty Kids, and the title pretty much says it all. It is a kids video. And we know you guys aren't little kids, but sometimes it's nice to just watch a really watered down version, basically, of what we're going to be talking about in class the next 2 days. So, Mr. Congleton, what are we going to be doing with the information that we're learning in Liberty Kids today?
All right, so we're going to do our first ed puzzle for social studies. And so you should be familiar. I think you've done one in math, maybe science. So through the classroom, just log in. And you're going to watch the video. There's going to be questions that go with the video. You answer those. We're looking to see that you watch the video and that you got some of those answers correct. Make sure that you guys are paying attention while you're watching it. I know sometimes we put these videos on and then we get ADD going and we start doing other things. We open another tab. We do certain, we're not focused on what the video is explaining. So our goal is to learn about what compromises were made by the Founding Fathers to fix the Articles of Confederation. Our first Constitution was a major failure. And so we were fortunate enough to have the wherewithal to say, we're going to stop this, we're going to start over, and we're going to fix it. Okay. But because we had so many different people involved in different regions and different ideas of how the country should be governed, it was not easy for everyone. So there were compromises that had to be made. Each side had to give a little, take a little to get what they wanted so we could actually come up with a constitution, a document that was going to be successful.
Yeah, and we're living through a pretty big compromise right now, if you think about it. So you guys go home and talk to your parents. Some of your parents are probably like, this is ridiculous. You guys should be in school full time. Other parents are probably thinking, this is ridiculous. Why are we in school at all? And what did the school do? There's a hybrid model where some of you guys, if you don't want to come to school, if you don't feel safe coming to school, you can do remote schooling, and that's great. That's fine and dandy. Or if your parents want you to be at school, then you get to be at school 2 days a week. Okay, so that's a compromise. Like that right there in itself is a pretty big compromise because there were some very passionate people on both sides of that argument. So we're living through a compromise right now, and you'll go back in time and see, this isn't necessarily how you run a country. And back then, when they had the Articles of Confederation, like we said, it did not work. And so they were smart enough to go back, like Mr. Congleton said, and look at it and say, hey, this isn't working. Let's figure this out. Okay, so we're going to continue working or learning about that today. And it's going to be with a quick little easy video that I know you guys kind of appreciate those, because at the end of the day, it can feel just kind of like a little bit of a sigh of relief after working hard all day, just to kind of sit back and watch a video, but just make sure you are watching it and getting those ed puzzle questions right. Mr. Congleton, do we have anything else for the people today?
I don't think so. Just remember, the end of the quarter is on Tuesday. And like Mr. Stack was saying, this whole hybrid situation, the fact we started school late, it doesn't feel like the end of the quarter is coming up. But we are having a kind of a stoppage point of the grade period. So make sure you're getting all your work done. I guarantee your teachers will be lenient. They'll compromise their due dates and their kind of a criteria that they had in place to help you out. But you have to do your part by getting some stuff done. Okay, set aside some time. The Founding Fathers, they locked themselves basically in Constitution Hall in Philadelphia to write the Constitution. So you guys need to lock yourselves in your room, put away your phones, and just buckle down and get your stuff done. It's not that difficult, but it is going to take a little bit of work.
That's right. And I was going to say something important, but I forgot what it was. Oh, yes. Maybe yesterday we talked about make sure you screenshot your completed assignment and send that to us. Mrs. Roush said that yesterday as well. That is helpful in every single class, guys. If you want your grade to be put in promptly, just screenshot your work, show us that you submitted it, Bing, bang, boom, done. Okay, it's in the grade book. Some of you guys are surprised how quickly I can get that grade in the grade book when you do it that way. If I see it, it legit can be in the grade book in 5 minutes. Okay, so if you do it right, it's pretty nice. So that's all we got for you guys today. Go out, have a great Wednesday, and as always, be excellent to each other.